Hi, my name's Emily. Welcome to my channel. I make home education videos and van vloggy style videos with my 8-year-old daughter Rosie. We haven't posted for a couple of weeks because I went to Scotland with a friend, which is the last video I posted with the NC500. It didn't have names of where we were because I wasn't sure where we were half the time because we were just stopping at parking signs because something was pretty to look at. We went west coast to east coast and missed lots because we only had 5 days. So he's kind of gutted now, going he wished he'd planned it better, but I just said we had fun, we didn't know, we saw lots of pretty things anyway, we had a fun time, so we'll have to go back and do it a bit more properly. So this video is going to be what me and Rosie have been up to the last week or two now, because I've been back from Scotland a week and a half. So this is last week where we did a lot of wild swimming with a friend in a river and in the sea and then in a waterfall. So yeah, Rosie's been learning a lot about rivers, the ocean, and like just nature and what lives in different places. And yeah, doing a little bit of swimming practice as well. So I'll show you what we've been up to. So Rosie's getting to know Ploppy, reading her books, which is really sweet. She's adopted like a sister. She came to the lake with us where we found some places for her to climb some more trees and take some more photographs, and Rosie's enjoyed getting to know her, having an ice cream. So there's been a fair amount of PE this week, lots of nature time, lots of beginning to look for the starts of the signs of autumn, and yeah, Rosie's having fun. Then we went for a wild swim in a river on the Monday with our friend, who showed us where to go, and yeah, just having fun. We travelled down the river with the sun, and then we just all posed for photographs and stuff, but I won't put him in because I don't know if he wants to be social media. Rosie, while I'm still in bed reading to Ploppy again. She's a lovely little hiding cow. We had a birthday party in a park, so Rosie got some face paint, and then she said, Mummy, will you match me? So I got some done too. And then we went for another wild swim in the same river with our friend because it was boiling hot, so he took some more pictures of us for us. So yeah. So Rosie, I don't know what Rosie's doing, but Rosie has decided to do a science experiment all by herself. Some sort of crystals. But you don't rub it on your clothes. It's dye. It's going to stain. Yeah. It's going to wear off.
Well,
Rosie is trying to work out, because I've been washing the van. We've been invited somewhere at the weekend, so I need to get on with like sorting the van out and packing. Rosie has decided to attempt the rainbow lab by herself. I'm not sure what she's doing, but this is the end result. She looks pretty cute doing it, don't you?
I do.
Yes.
Mum, could you change the water?
We ended up down Porthcawl on the Thursday for a day out. We took my friend with us because he had offered to help with something I didn't need help with. He took us bowling at the end of the day. Yeah, and he also bought me a little mini djembe in a crystal shop, which I'm letting Ploppy learn. Then Friday night we went axe throwing with two new ladies, and then over the weekend we went on a bongo meet at a campsite, a wild campsite in Brecon, which was lush. So we met lots of like-minded people, lots of people in new vans, got to check out some new layouts for mine, looking at other people's. The landscape was stunning, it really, really was. And then we got to see a lovely sunset over the field. And yeah, it was really nice. Rosie made some friends that surprisingly actually already knew our friend. And then on the way home, we decided to stop by Blaenau Glen because it was quite warm and get in the river. And then we went back to the van for our swimming costumes because I was just like, we have to get in that. After wild swimming in the other rivers, it was just like, we're getting in. I'm less shy now. I actually got all the way in, stood under there. It was lush. So nice. And then I got Rosie in there as well. And then we went down to another waterfall. You could actually stand slightly behind it, as you can see, a bit more vigorous. It was great fun. So, and then we went to the sea. This was yesterday with Rosie's aunt and cousin. It was their birthday present to her to take her to the seaside. And I found this love heart-shaped seaweed. And yeah, it was a lovely day yesterday. Hope you enjoyed the video. Rosie wrote a couple of things out for me this week. She wrote out a list of apps she wants for her tablet as part of her writing practice, because she's not interested in writing at the moment, so I've just got to find stuff that sparks her interest. I made her write an acrostic poem for her cousin, her godmother, who came to visit us to take us to the beach. And she gave that to her, so I can't show you because she gave it to her. And then she just randomly wrote, because she wasn't liking writing and I was making her write, she just wrote. She wrote this little poem about how she didn't like this stupid house, she didn't want to be here, and it was, yeah. It rhymed, and I was just like, that's really good, baby. It might be insulting to me, but yeah, you could continue by the next verse. And she didn't continue with it. But we've done a fair amount of like life learning, and then we've done our times tables today on the walk into town and back. She's done Metro Bank, she learned about the bank end, she's added up, she actually took some money out, and then she had to work out her change because she wanted to buy some sunglasses because she's been sitting in the front of the van and getting the sun in her eyes. So I put mine in the van and said, we need to buy you some, don't we? And I was actually going to buy her some, but she turned around and told me, I've got my own money, I'll buy my own. So while we were in Mountain Warehouse ordering her some new sandals, yeah, she saw some sunglasses and went, how much are they? And I was thinking they'd be cheaper elsewhere, baby, but she liked them, and they were down again in the sale. They were under a £5 with a 20% discount off card the lady gave her. So yeah, she's happy. She's got a nice pair of sunglasses. And yeah, so for now, that's been our week. I'm off to Brecon over the weekend to do some wild camping, and then a medieval fair, and then some more wild camping and swimming on Saturday night. So yeah, it'll be fun. So I'll catch up with you guys next week and see what me and Rosie are up to, but we don't have much planned for September. We normally do, but because money's been a little bit more tighter this year, I haven't bought as many theatre tickets. We don't have as much on. We do have the WNO and Horrible Histories, but we saw that already with my parents, and I don't think she'll sit through it again. So we might just leave that one this time, because it wasn't that expensive. We don't normally do that with theatre tickets. I'm normally a stickler for, if we paid for it, we go. But this one, yeah, we may skip this one just because it wasn't too expensive. So yeah. Plus she'd already seen it, and I really don't think she'd sit through it twice, because it was not quite as engaging as she needs it. She still learned she'd sit through it once, and she was fine through it once. I just don't think she'd sit through it twice. So yes, so she's like showing off all her knowledge and skills to people who visit, like my auntie and my cousin and new friends. And she's been learning to play chess, actually. One of the friends of mine that I went to Valhalla with has been showing me and her how to play chess, like properly. Like, I know how to play, but I don't know strategy. So we've both been learning it from him, how to play chess, and she's been learning more logic and different things like that. So that's quite nice. It's yeah, so we'll leave it there for today, and so we'll catch up with you next week. And it's ta from me, ta from the Rosie Bear.